Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. Today I bring to you a character that is paramount to Dragon Ball Z history. We're talking about Krillin. I know I'm wearing his killer shirt. That's a bit on the nose. Oh wait, he doesn't have a nose. Anyways, this is SH Figuarts Krillin Battle Clothes. Let's begin. Dragon Ball Z SH Figuarts Krillin Battle Clothes. Okay guys, here we have the outer box for Krillin Battle Clothes. The battle clothes which he wore in Planet Namek. And first let's check out the front of the box. This is a classic SH Figuarts window box where you can see the figure itself, some accessories, and to the right we have an image of the figure in battle pose. And above that we have another image of the figure in black and white. Below we have all the logos, Bandai, Tamashii Nations, Dragon Ball Z, and more. On the background we can see a very nice colored background, greenish, bluish colors. Bit like Namekian colors, guys. Now let's check out the first side of the box. We have a collection of images. Krillin's hand. In the middle we have Angry Krillin. And below we have Krillin using the solar flare technique. Now let's check out the back of the box. Here we have Krillin in different poses. For example, Krillin next to the Dragon Ball. Again, Krillin preparing the solar flare. And Krillin with Gohan both wearing the battle clothes, the Saiyan armor, guys. We have other displaying poses there where you can get ideas of how to pose your figure. And below we have all the legal information and warnings, guys. On the second side of the box we have an extension of the front window box. And we can see the name of the figure, Krillin Battle Clothes. And we're back to the front of the box. Now let's check out the blister box, guys. Okay guys, here we have the blister box for Krillin Battle Clothes from Dragon Ball Z. And of course now we can appreciate the figure even more, and of course the many accessories that this figure brings. Can't wait to review the vanilla pose for this figure. So next on Dragon Ball Z, the vanilla pose. Okay guys, here we have Krillin in his vanilla pose, and of course he's sporting his Saiyan armor, which very much looks like Raditz's and Nappa's Saiyan armor, which they wore when they tried to invade planet Earth. And of course the features in this armor include movable large shoulder pads or shoulder guards, guys. And of course we have a bluish chest guard, and these battle clothes even include movable hip guards. And of course the classic black lycra underneath the Saiyan armor. Also both boots and gloves are mostly white, except the boots that have cream color on the end of the boot. Now checking out the head sculpt. It's Krillin's classic bald head, guys, with his 6 spots of moxibustion burns on his forehead, which are called the jiba, which is a reference to the practice of Shaolin monks. And of course he has an angry expression here, probably at Frieza for trying to kill him in various occasions, guys. So that's it for the vanilla pose. Let's now check the articulation for Krillin battle clothes. Okay guys, let's check now Krillin's articulation. And of course, let's start with the head. As you can see, the head goes a little bit down. And the head goes a little bit up. Just a bit. You can move the head to the left and you can move the head to the right. Very nicely. And you can also tilt the head left and tilt the head right. Now let's check out the torso articulation. What I can see here is that the torso is not that movable as opposed to other SH Figuarts. However, you can move a little bit down and a little bit backwards. A little bit forward, a little bit backwards. You can barely move the torso to the left and you can barely move the torso to the right, as you can see, guys. So not much articulation in the torso. Now let's check out the arm articulation. And to get a better view, of course, we're going to lift up the shoulder guard. You can move the arm forward and you can move the arm backwards like this. And you can also move the arm out. Krillin does have a bicep cut there. You can move the bicep all the way like this, full circle. And also Krillin has elbow articulation. However, I believe this is just a single jointed elbow, guys. I don't see a two jointed elbow, so I believe it's a single jointed elbow. And of course, hand articulation, you can move up and down a little bit. And you can twist the wrist or twist the hand very nicely. Finally, we have leg articulation. As you can see, the leg has this movable part here, so you can move the leg forward. And you can move the leg backwards. And you can also move the leg out like this. Krillin also has a thigh cut there. You can move the thigh like this very nicely. And moving down to the knee, this time we do have a double jointed knee articulation. So you can bend the knee very nicely like this, guys. And lastly, we have foot articulation. You can move the foot down and up. And we also have toe articulation. You can move the toe up and you can move the toe down. So that was the articulation for Krillin. Now let's check out the accessories. Okay guys, here we have the accessories for Krillin battle clothes. Quite a few accessories, so let's start checking out the interchangeable head sculpts. Let's start with the first one. Here we have the angry expression of Krillin. Nicely sculpted with the 6 spots there, the 6 moxibustion burns there. Reference to Shaolin monks. Next we have the worried face of Krillin, guys. Possibly he kept this face throughout the whole Frieza against Goku fight. Next we have the solar flare face expression, guys. Very neatly done. Very nicely done, guys. Very, very cool. And my personal favorite here is this suffering face. And it's not my favorite because he's suffering, because this has been magnificently sculpted, guys. Really, really nice. All the details. You can see the teeth, the tongue, and you can even see the sweating. Of course, this is the expression when Lord Frieza in his second form impaled him, almost killed him, guys. That was really, really painful to see, guys. Next we have the interchangeable extra pieces. One for the back. This one represents the hole that Frieza makes when he impales Krillin, piercing through the armor all the way to the back, guys. So here's the back part. Next we have front chest piece that you can interchange with Krillin's other chest piece. And then we have the front impaled part of Krillin, guys. It's a smaller hole but really captures how the Saiyan armor suffers the damage. And next we have the 1-star Namekian Dragon Ball, guys. One of 7 Dragon Balls needed to summon Porunga. And finally we have the interchangeable hands here, starting with a couple of hands for shooting a blast. Next we have a pair of relaxed hands, or stop any blast. And next we have the completely relaxed hands, nicely sculpted. And finally we have Krillin's chopping hands, interchangeable hands. And that's it for the accessories of Krillin battle clothes, guys. In the Frieza saga in Dragon Ball Z, our heroes are in planet Namek, and after defeating the Ginyu Force, the ultimate enemy is Lord Frieza. Vegeta knows and he cannot defeat him alone, so he allies himself conveniently with the Sea Warriors, and thus defeat Frieza once and for all. So he gives Krillin and Gohan Saiyan armors. Now these battle clothes gave Krillin more defense, which served him well when he had to eventually face Frieza. And even he got impaled by Frieza, piercing through his Saiyan armor. So Krillin fought really valiantly in this Saiyan armor until it was the end of his life. There was no Saiyan armor that could stop such a deadly attack. But thanks to Krillin's sacrifice, Goku became the legendary Super Saiyan. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this figure, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.